When I was a kid, I remember being told, like, so often, all the freaking time, that money doesn't grow on trees, and if you want something in life, you have to work really, really, really hard for it. And, a lot of the things that were part of what was being told to me and being instilled into the person that I am becoming were things that I can see the value of, and I can see what I feel like my parents and other people who said these things to me, I could see what they were trying to do and what they were trying to say, and there's some value to these things. But ultimately, where I'm at now, I have found that these belief systems have been incredibly limiting and actually set me up for an incredible amount of failure that I experienced in my life. Now, here's the thing about failure. Failure is the best recipe for success. So I'm very grateful for all the failures that I set myself up for, through the teachings of these individuals in my life, because this failure has made me now one of the most successful people that I know. And this is based on my definition of success. So welcome back to another Vibes and Frequencies video. My name is Nathan, and if you are like seeing my video here first time, you never seen me before, I talk about all kinds of things that have to do with vibrations and frequencies. So the frequency vibration that we got going on today is all about abundance, this abundant universe that we live in, abundance mindset. And I'm going to bring in some concepts about laziness because I kind of have an interesting take on this due to the specific interactions that I've had with people in my life of things that they tried to be teaching me. So the very first thing that I want to say is my grandpa used to teach me a lot about laziness because he is like the classic example of hardest working person that built his entire business from the ground up, right? Has done all this stuff for himself, has a huge family and supports everybody, and super, super hard worker. Even today, he's a lot older and retired and in a lot of pain, and he still wakes up at the crack of dawn and he's outside just doing yard work and finding all these things to do. And he would tell me all the time about laziness, right? He would say, lazy people just expect that life is going to hand them things. That's what a lazy person is. So that's what I grew up thinking, is that a lazy person is somebody who believes that things are just going to be handed to them. So I twisted this inside of myself, and I grew up believing and creating a reality for myself, right? Because at this point, if we're all on the same frequency together, like I'm pretty sure that you resonate with this as well, right? In a sense, we're creating our reality. So I created a reality where life doesn't hand me anything, that I believe that I need to constantly be fighting and waking up at the crack of dawn and creating all these jobs, and I have to create all the opportunities for myself, and nobody's ever going to hand me anything. Life's never going to give me anything. I need to fight every day of my life. Now, this might not have necessarily been what my grandpa meant, but it is 100% what I interpreted. And it really created many failures, and most of the fighting and uncomfortable situations I've had in my life have stemmed from this. So now, here's how I have changed this belief, okay? I've changed this for myself, and I look at it much differently now because I kind of get the sense of what my grandpa was trying to say, but I disagree. And I've created my own version. So, my grandpa's definition is that a lazy person believes that life is going to hand them things. My definition is that a lazy person isn't going to do anything with the things that life hands them. So that's the difference to me. That's what makes sense to me. I do believe that life, the universe, other people are just going to hand me things. I believe it. And it's true. It's been true in my life. Everybody just hands me things. I am the luckiest person that I know. And could this potentially be based on my belief system that I literally believe that I don't have to do anything? That life is just going to do everything for me. All the success is going to be created for me. All I have to do is do something with what is handed to me. That's what I believe. And that has been incredible. So I'm not telling you that you need to change your belief systems to be the same as mine. The cool thing about reality is we're able to have our own, right? For me, this has been really beneficial because People do just hand me things. Things just work out for me. I don't have anything go wrong. I never wake up feeling like I have to fight. I never feel any resistance towards anything anymore. And with whatever happens in life, whatever is put in my lap, whether it's a good or bad thing, I use that. I create with it. Life does just hand me opportunities and tools constantly, all day, every day. To me, what makes me me is what I do with the tools that are handed to me. To me, in response to my grandpa, a lazy person would have life hand these things to them and they would go, whatever. Me, something is handed to me, I get excited, I get pumped, I do something with it, I express myself with it, right? I am not a lazy person, Grandpa. Okay, now abundance mindset. The reason I started with the laziness is because to me, abundance mindset is a very powerful way of being. It's one of the most powerful tools of understanding that I've incorporated into my existence. Because when I experience reality, the universe, life, God, all my relationships with everybody, literally everything, when I experience all of this as being fully abundant, then it is. And I'm not going to get into that or why. I'm not going to be talking about the law of attraction, law of attention. I do have videos about things like this if you want to check my Manifestation Beast playlist, which is on my homepage if you want to check that out. There's some good stuff on there, I think. The abundant universe will provide, and it is constantly providing. To me, we are abundant no matter what. And I am taking a concept from a guy named Daryl Inca who channels an entity known as Bashar that I want to share with you guys because he says it really well and I don't feel like paraphrasing it. So he says, if you are experiencing lack in your life, it's not that you don't have abundance, it's that you have an abundance of lack. See what I'm saying? So this is the nature of abundance. We are all abundant, extremely abundant. You are abundant in something. So I turn my attention towards abundance in general because then I'm abundant in abundance. Now, this makes not a lot of sense, but basically to me, I've found that the most powerful thing I can do in my life is direct my attention with my awareness. I have found that my attention is almost like the water that you use to water plants in a garden. Reality is a garden with infinite amount of seeds and plants ready to be sprouted. Me, I am attention. I come in with my attention and I water the plants that I want to see grow, and that is my experience of reality. It's a garden. I am watering plants with my attention. This is how I feel. This is what I've experienced at least up to this point right now in terms of making this video. Things change a lot for me. Tomorrow it might be different, but today that's my truth. So I like to water personally with my attention all the plants that have to do with abundance. Now, if you've been following my journey, if you haven't, you'll hear a little bit about it right now. If you've been following my journey, I do live out of my car and I do hike around all day and make YouTube videos. Now, that might not sound like abundance to somebody whose idea of abundance has to do with big mansions and babes and sleeping on a bed of money. To me, I'm not interested in those kinds of things at all. So what I've done with my abundance and what I've created in my reality is literally 100% who I want to be and what I enjoy doing. I am 100% the happiest person that I personally have met in my life so far. I'm sure that I'll meet some other pretty happy people at some point here. To me, I'm the happiest person that I know. And to me, this has to do with the abundance in my life. I am abundant in being genuinely happy and just feeling joy all the time. So to me, I have manifested the best reality that I possibly could. So I would ask myself in the past, I would go to the past Nathan, if I could time travel in the past and say something to myself, I would explain to myself the garden of life and I would ask myself, Nathan, what are you watering, mate? Dude, what are you watering? Because I was watering all the plants that were growing and telling me that I had to fight to experience joy in life. I had to fight to get money. None of these things are true. They were, because all truths are true. Whatever plant you grow, that is your experience, and your experience is true. Experience is true to you, you know? You know what I'm trying to say? So I want to mention the most abundant person that I know in my life, because I would say that I'm the happiest person I know, but I would say that the most abundant person that I know in my life is my friend Tori. Tori's probably watching this. Hello, Tori. I would say the most abundant person that I've had the pleasure of meeting so far is Tori. And it's because of the way that she is. Abundance doesn't just have to do with money, so I want to make that differentiation. It's the way that she lives her life. She's the most giving person that I know. She's constantly being there for other people, and she has an incredible abundance mindset. She is just so abundant, and so she's sharing with everybody all the time. And I learned from Tori from this, actually. I didn't ever mention this to you, Tori, so you're probably hearing it for the first time here. But with my abundance, what I've been doing is giving a lot to other people. And you could argue that I do that in my videos here, but to me, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is giving actual physical things. So like when I'm driving around and I see somebody sitting on the side of the road with like I'm homeless, I'm hungry sign, you know, anything helps. I go in and I'll buy a meal and I'll come out and I'll sit with them and eat with them. And to me, that has like meant a lot to me. And even when I don't have like a lot of money and it feels like I'm about to run out, if I go out to eat or something, I leave a fat tip. And here's the difference. This is the one thing that I want to include before I end this video. Giving is what I have found to be the most powerful way to receive. But there is an energy difference that I want to point out because I think it's important. If you feel like you are running out of things, if you feel like you need to hold on to the things that you have, you need to hold on, and you feel like you don't trust that the universe is going to provide for you, you feel like, oh my gosh, but Nathan says that if I give, then I'll receive. So I'm going to give all this stuff. Oh my gosh, please, universe, please. I don't trust. It's not going to work. It's not about giving because you expect that you're going to get something back, and it's not about giving and just crossing your fingers because you think that it'll work. It's about giving because you feel full, because you have so much joy and abundance in your life, and you want to share it with other people because other people are also an aspect of yourself, and it's really beautiful to give to yourself in that way. I've found the happiest days of my life have been when I'm just giving everything full-heartedly, unconditionally, without any expectations to other people. And it's when I do that that I have gotten a direct chain reaction in my life of abundance, whether that be people donating into my YouTube channel, whether it be me meeting really awesome people in my life to make cool connections and relationships with, whether it be me waking up this morning and having literally 30 new ideas for videos to do. To me, this is abundance in my life. This is what abundance means. To me, abundance is about giving because I have everything. I have everything that I could possibly need and want. I'm so happy. I just want to go around and give it to other people. And to me, that has been the peak of abundance because now that I've been doing that, I truly realize that I could do anything. I could go anywhere in life. I could purchase anything for myself that I want when we're talking about, money abundance. And the abundance will come after the fact, because the universe constantly supports and provides whatever I align myself with to experience. And my favorite thing to experience is giving to other people, helping other people to realize how amazing they are and that you could be anything and that you have everything right now. So thanks for watching this Vibes and Frequencies video. Once again, my name is Nathan. I do make videos every single day too because I love doing that. If you would like to check out my Manifestation Beast playlist, you could check that out here. And otherwise, if you'd like to join me, I'd love to see you tomorrow at 5:15 Pacific time in the evening. Have a good one. Bye.